Hey Canucks fans, is it time for Thatcher Demko to dominate? I'm Canuck Clay. I'm the founder of the GLCPC, the Good Looking Canucks Positivity Club. This is my Canucks take all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary for Saturday, September the 11th. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. Every time I say September 11th, it's very sad, very hard to say. 20-year anniversary of the tragedy that happened in New York. So hopefully you've all had a chance to take a moment of reflection, silence, prayer, whatever it may be. But yes, certainly a very infamous day in the history of not just the United States, but our entire globe. Okay, I don't know how to transition from that, but let's try and do so. I've left on my community tab a post saying, leave me some questions for my Ask Me Anything vlog, which I'll do tomorrow, as I do every Sunday. And don't forget, I start 2 live streams a week, and I start that tomorrow night, Sunday night, right here on my YouTube channel at 10 p.m. Pacific. Let's talk about Thatcher Demko. I've spent a lot of time over the past, actually a couple of months, but really in the past month or so, a few weeks, talking about the forwards and how excited we are that they're going to be a lot better, especially the top 9 this season with Garland, Dickinson, and Podkolzin joining that group. Talked about how unpredictable the defense is going to be. Pullman, Hamonic, Myers on the right, Ekman-larsson, Hughes, and someone else on the left. And they could be the linchpin to the team. If they play very well, including Ekman-larsson coming over, Pullman is a surprise. Canucks could be in a really good position come the end of the season. If the defense struggles, then this team is going to struggle. And an extension of the defense is, of course, the goaltending. Now, despite how well Thatcher Demko played 2 playoffs ago, which I'll get to in a second, he can't do it on his own. But it is now Thatcher Demko's time. Up until 2 seasons ago, of course, he was the backup. Then in 2019-2020, he split some time with Jacob Markstrom and then came in the playoffs when Markstrom got hurt in that series against Vegas. I don't even remember how good Thatcher Demko's numbers were. We remember how good he was on the ice, earning that shutout and going 2-1, basically winning Game 5, winning Game 6, and then doing everything he could to help the team win Game 7. His goals against average in those bubble playoffs was .64. That's crazy, .64. His save percentage was .985. That is ridiculous. A save percentage of .985, a goals against of only .64. He only allowed 2 goals, 2 even strength. It's not two goals against him in those 3 games, which is pretty crazy because one of the wins was a shutout. One of the wins was a win by where Vegas only scored a goal, and then even in the deciding game, Vegas scored only 1 goal on him. The rest were empty netters. So we remember how good he was. He looked unbeatable, obviously. He has such great size, right? He's about 6'4" or so. He's between 190 and 200 pounds. And when he's square, when he's on his game, when he's seeing the puck, when he's confident in his movement, when he's getting help, all those things, I truly think that Thatcher Demko can be a top 5 goaltender in this league, and therefore in the running for the Vezina Trophy. Now you're always going to have guys like Halak and Fleury and Vasilevsky that are going to make it tough for a guy like Demko to win. But we should have no reservations, or we should have no hesitation in suggesting that he could be a Vezina Trophy finalist this season. Now he can only do so much on his own. He can do a lot on his own, but he's obviously going to need the 18 skaters that dress with him every day, every game, I should say, to help him. And that's why I don't want to just quickly anoint him as a Vezina Trophy finalist, because he still has those defensemen in front of him, which I hope to be a pleasant surprise, but you simply never know. Again, it's going to be the most unpredictable part of our team. But I think Thatcher Demko has it in him. Let's talk about his regular season stats and then some reflections on him. So I talked about his playoff stats from 2 seasons ago. Regular season, last season, he started 35 games and he went 16-18-1. So just under 500. His goals against was 2.85, which was better than the 3.06 from the year before. And then his save percentage was .915, which is up from .905 from the season before. So, of course, a sharp drop off from his bubble numbers, but those bubble numbers were insane. Very hard to duplicate, especially over an 82 game season, or in this case, a 56 game season, of which he played 35 of those games. So 285 and 915. I think that 915 is a very, very good target. 920 is amazing, but if you can get between 915 and 920 as a save percentage, I think that's what you want to do. And for goals against, obviously, the lower the better, intuitively, but I would love to see that 285 come down to a 2.5 or 2.6, or even lower than that, 2.3, 2.4. But with this team, a 2.5 or 2.6 might be more realistic. So there's that. There is that his regular season stats. Then there is his bubble stats from the year before. So now you look at that 56 games last season, the regular season, and Demko played 35 of them, whereas Holtby played 21. But you might say, well, 35 out of 56, that's good. That means he was a starter. But what was really interesting is he wasn't really anointed the starter until about game number 17, 18. Because you might remember, Holtby actually started the first game of the year last year. Then it went Holtby, Demko, Holtby, Demko. Then I think it went, I have it right in front of me. Yeah, it went Holtby, Demko, Holtby, Demko, Holtby, Demko, Holtby, Demko. So the first 8 were perfect rotation. Then it went Demko, Holtby, Demko, Holtby, Demko, Demko, Holtby, Holtby. So if you follow that, that's 8 starts for Demko and 8 starts for Holtby. So it wasn't until February 11th where Demko started 3 straight games hosting Calgary, where then the split became a little bit more, a bit more evident. And then certainly coming out of the bubble, you guys might remember Holtby, after the COVID break, Demko played 1, Holtby played 1, and then Demko played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 straight after that. So, and that's where that gap came. So, yes, of course he was the number 1 goaltender last year, but it wasn't really established until a month into the season, 17 games into the season. This year, I expect it to be more obvious that Demko is our starter. And yes, Yaroslav Halak should be an excellent backup. He's won everywhere that he's gone. He's should be a good mentor for Demko, all those things. But my guess, and I'd like to see Travis Green kind of establish a better rhythm right away, whether it's 2-1, 2-1, 2-1. I ultimately think if they play all 82 games, that Demko should start 55 of them. Halak should start 27 of them. So that is a perfect 2-1 ratio there, 2-1 split. So that's my hope, and I hope that the Canucks do that basically right away. Now they are playing 6 games on the road, so maybe it makes sense that Demko plays 4 of those and Halak plays 2 of those. So I think that's the point I want to make compared to last season, is whereas last season it took 17 games for Demko to be established as the true starter. I think the Canucks should establish that right away coming out of the gates. And that's not to disrespect Halak, but you look at the contract. Demko's 5 years at $5 million each, so $25 million contract. Halak has a 1-year deal at 1.5. So 5 versus 1.5. It's not all about the money, but I think the Canucks signaled their intent by signing Demko to that contract, at the start of this summer. So all these things to suggest that Demko is primed for a big year. First year of a 5-year contract, better team in front of him. Their defense might be the same as last year, but better scoring, and therefore should hopefully take some pressure off the defense. And the fact that Demko is a lot more mature now, he's more seasoned. He is more mature. I just said he's more mature. I think he's more experienced, and I think he's ready. He wants to be the best goaltender in the league. I wouldn't anoint him that far yet, but he can certainly be among the top 5, top 10 goalies for sure. And as I said many times on this channel, ever since the Canucks drafted him, they've had Luongo-type hopes for Thatcher Demko. So this is truly his net. It started to become his net last season, but this is truly his net going forward. Let's see what the young man can do. Canucks fans, what are your thoughts on Demko? Do you think he has the tools to dominate, as I said in the video thumbnail? Do you think that he has the ability to become a top 10, even a top 5 goaltender, a Vezina Trophy candidate this season? Or is the Canucks team defense so suspect that that's kind of hard for you to predict right now? Let me know. I'd love to know what you think in the comments below. Shout out to my hero members, nucksfan number 29, Justin Credible and Lucas Gates, and my Hall of Fame members, Jens95, simalexander, Chris Seifried, Adam Broomfield, Shannon Hollingworth, and Andrew Chang. Thanks for your support as always, and thanks to the support of all members of all levels. You are listed in my video descriptions. If you want to become a member of the CCC Crew, press the join button underneath this or in my videos or in the memberships tab on my YouTube channel. Comment below about Demko. Leave a question on my community tab for Ask Me Anything tomorrow. And don't forget my live stream tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Subscribe if you like to, like this video if you like to, become a member of this channel if you like to, leave a comment down below if you like to. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. Have a great day. God bless, and go Canucks go.